Welcome to Crafty Compulsions. My name is Valerie, and I'm so glad you could join me. Today, I'm going to be doing a flip through of a completed coloring book. Yay! So I did make a goal for 2025 to complete 5 coloring books. So this was a little bit sooner than I expected, but I had done a lot of coloring in this book in December with being sick, and my children were sick, and the holidays. I just sat with this book pretty much for some easy, low brain, low thinking coloring. And I kind of just continued into January, kind of alternating a couple from here and then another book and then a couple more from here. And before you know it, I was almost done. So I just pushed through and finished the whole book. So I am very happy to be a step towards completing that goal. The book I completed is Mystery Mosaics, Color by Number, Dazzling Scenery by Maximus Prime. This is a book that I purchased from Amazon Canada, and I have not purchased a book by Maximus Prime before, but I did purchase a Jennifer Rowling's Mystery Mosaic book, and that one I completed last summer. So here's the first one, and I used Prismacolor Scholar pencils. This one I used dollar store alcohol markers. This was dollar store alcohol markers. So here's where I made a bit of a blunder. So you'll see that there's black here. That's because I was using 0 as black, which was what it was on the previous page. But here, black was 3. So I had left this page and then came back to it when I got my Artigen acrylic paint markers, and I decided to try a dotting technique on this page, thinking that, well, if it didn't turn out or I didn't like it, I'd already kind of messed up the sky there. So I am glad I tried it out. I'm glad I completed the page, but I didn't really like the dot effect. This was dollar store alcohol markers. This one is the Artigen acrylic paint markers. And I think for the black, I used Sharpie or... So this one, again, is the Artigen acrylic paint markers or paint pens, except for the black, that's alcohol marker of some type. And it looks like I went over this white with something else, or I did multiple coats with the acrylic paint marker. I'm not sure. This one I did, again, same thing, all Artigen except for the black. That's an alcohol marker. Now this one was the first one that I did with Ohuhu markers, the Honolulu series markers that I purchased. And this is with the Ohuhu alcohol markers, except for the black, that's probably Sharpie. What I had done when I was super sick is I had just taken a black Sharpie, and I was just going through all the pages and coloring in the black, just the black squares. And this part here, the white, I had used, I think it was Artist Loft or Creatology white acrylic paint marker, and I do not like or recommend that paint marker at all. One, it's not white, it's an off-white, and that bothers me greatly. And two, it's very shiny, so it doesn't match with the matteness of the rest of the page. So I did not like those ones. You've seen this was Ohuhu's and Sharpie for the black, and Artist Loft or Creatology white acrylic paint pen for the white. This is the Artisan paint markers. The black is Sharpie, and the white is I think it's the Artist Loft acrylic paint pen. This one was Sharpies and acrylic paint pen, the Artisan ones. Okay, the black is Sharpie. The white is Sharpie Creative Marker. The blue is Sharpie Creative Marker. And the rest is either Sharpie Creative Marker or Artisan paint pen. At some point I switched from Sharpie marker to Sharpie Creative Marker. So I think the black and white is the Sharpie Creative Marker now, and the rest is Ohuhu. Still, I was trying to get that opaque by going over it a couple times. Now here's one totally different. So this was using Folk Art acrylic paint. I think it works, especially because it's kind of like a wintry snow scene, I guess. This one I love. So this is Sharpie Creative Marker for the white and black, and Ohuhu's for the rest. Really like this page. And I really like this page, same thing. When there was one page that was misprinted, and there's like a gap here, so it's like one row of numbers too short here, and then the top row was cut off over here. So a bit of a misprint. So I tried something, again, totally different with this one. When I had the Folk Art paint out for another page, I kind of based this whole page with a layer of white matte Folk Art paint. Then I went over the top with Sharpie Creative Markers. So, okay, I know this one looks crazy. So this is the page that I started during my review video of the Sharpie Creative Markers. And I wanted to do a whole page in the Creative Markers. So I had done this one before this one. And this was already an experiment because I had the white underneath. So the colors are really off because I was trying, there's a lot here, and I wanted to use the Sharpie Creative Markers that I had. So I had to work outside the box a little bit for some of the colors. So I think the grays, there's dark gray and light gray in the list, and I think I did them all in the same, in one marker pen. But I just wanted to see what a whole page would look like. The Sharpie Creative Marker for the black. The white I left with nothing on it, and Ohuhu's for the rest. And I love this page. This is Ohuhu's and Sharpie Creative for the black. And I really like, the Ohuhu's just look so vibrant. My black Sharpie Creative Marker was starting to die. And then the rest is Ohuhu's. And then I think I started a new marker. So this is a new black Sharpie Creative Marker. So you can kind of feel that's pretty much all I used the black Sharpie Creative Marker for. So you can kind of get an idea of how much I was able to color with it before it died. Kind of about to there. I really enjoy this one. Looks much better now that once I started a new black one. This one, same thing. Hoo-hoos and Sharpie Creative Marker for the black. Love this page. Really enjoy this page. So it's kind of nice. Same thing. Hoo-hoo. This one is Prismacolor, Scholar, and Crayola. And this was one of the first ones that I did when I got the book. And this one I used dollar store alcohol markers. Remember, I went over it with a white gel crayon from Creatology from Michaels I was using. So let's just compare for a second. Look at this one. Trying to find one that uses similar colors here. So look at this one, and then look at this one. Like, the colors just seem so much crisper. But maybe that's just my imagination. Anyways, that's the last page. So there is the completed flip through of Mystery Mosaics Dazzling Scenery Color by Number by Maximus Prime. Again, so happy to have another completed coloring book. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this content, please like and subscribe, and I'll include a link to the playlist of all my completed coloring books if you're interested in that. I hope you all have a delightful day, and I'll see you in the next episode.